the comforts of town and round the corner for the bay and the west coast of Conception Bay. As we approach Harbour Grace, we see the Kyle, a 1913 steamship known as the Bulldog of the North. She broke her moorings in a winter storm in 1967 and ran aground where she has been ever since. This is also home to the Spirit of Harbour Grace, a 1943 Douglas DC-3 which served in Africa during World War II and then spent many years flying cargo to remote areas of Labrador and Newfoundland. This Amelia Earhart bronze was recently stolen and cut up for scrap. It was recovered and restored and returned in May of this year. After locating a campsite, we continue some 45 minutes north to Northern Bay Sands. In August of 2025, this area was hit with a large wildfire that consumed more than 200 houses.
That was a little tricky, but we did it. We're right down here on the beach. The beach camping. They lost 230 some houses in that fire stretch we went by just now. All the way from Kingston up here, Burin, they had 13 fires. They were able to put 12 of them out, but the last one was did all the damage. Lost over 200 houses, and it was arson. It's pretty steep. Yeah. Yeah, if it rains, it'll be interesting coming out of here. And yeah, we're gonna boil some pasta. We've got some veggies to cut up. If you've been watching, you've seen this before. We're gonna do it again. Got a little sun-dried tomatoes in there, peppers and onions.
Homegrown basil, oregano with onion powder and garlic powder.
And we have grated cheese, of course.
Okay, here's the finished product. Added a little salt and pepper, some crushed red pepper, and some sprinkle cheese. This also has sun-dried tomatoes in it, something Jonathan noticed in the store, and I think that's going to be a nice touch.
This is a pretty interesting campsite on a motorcycle. It's pretty good till about here. This has obviously been pretty wet and sandy, but yeah, it's super squidgy here. But I think if I stay to the right, if I stay over here, I think it's solid enough. And then come up here and just give us some. Sure is windy today. Different day than yesterday where it was clear skies and bright sun. I think this is what today is going to be. It's about, I don't know, 56 degrees or something, about 10 C. Yeah, got my jacket on for the first time of the trip. Makes the box a lot emptier. It's a little chilly, but when that sun pokes out, it warms right up. This is a pretty cool beach. The sand is super fine. There's a boil water thing. I think that's pretty typical in Newfoundland. So we're going through a lot of fuel. But you can't have an open fire, obviously, with all the, you know, they're super sensitized to fire right now.
This is wicked soft stuff here. And then up the hill. Okay, good luck, John.
That was a bit gnarly, but pulled it off.
Today's plan is to go up to the top of the peninsula and back down the other side. We've been by this museum numerous times on our other trips and never stopped. It's high time that we did.
Imagine that on a whole boat. Right. Okay. I didn't actually ask, where are you guys from? Vermont. Oh, okay. So how did you get to the museum all the way from front?
And the Winterton people would have to make a 6-hour trip each day, one way. That's 12 hours altogether. They couldn't fish there anymore. So they negotiated with the lighthouse keeper down there to live on the island and to use his hoist that he had, was put there by the government. So this boat could be lifted up 70 feet, cliffed. And the hoist came down, picked up the boat, brought it up where the birds were, nested it in the cliffs, right? So the hoist arm, wherever it could do, you know, in that rise, 10 boats would be nested. Then the wind stopped blowing, down they came again and stayed out in the Tickler's more. Because he didn't want to be doing this every day, and his payment was cod liver. He had a liver factory there. So every cod liver they got, they gave to him. The lighthouse went there in 1858. A family of Ryans from Bay de Verde. Oh no, they're from St. John's. And they spent from 1858 to 1954 of Ryan family. The last man there was a guy named Frank Ryan. And Frank was the guy who negotiated with these guys here to lift their boats. And they had a 1915 to about 1950 or 40s, they had a relationship with these Ryan family because the whole family was there. There used to be a teacher there for the 5 kids. Unbelievable stories of injury, loss. And when they come in from fishing, now they had to climb a ladder, by the way. How do you get every day, even though they didn't have their boat hoist, they were moored off, they would have to jump to this ladder. Boys younger than him would start fishing at 13 and 14 years of age. That was their thing every single day. Jumping from that boat to the ladder. That's nothing. That's just nothing. That was what they did every day. and they know there's a storm coming fast. 2 o'clock in the morning in September, they all get up, the lighthouse keeper's up, they come down that ladder in the night, no street lights, a lamp at the best, kerosene lamps. They haul their boats in, there's a big lock in the water and gaining, and they're jumping aboard that boat and getting underneath this heist. One boat goes up, he comes ashore, skipper, next one gets his boat, that goes up. Do that at 2 o'clock at night where the lock has grown.
The trouble is I already got it last night.
Do you do crafty things? Well, here we are, our home away from home. All the luxuries you need. Everything has a place. There's our suits, our clothes bags. We have toiletries and a towel on each side. This is my spot. We try to do opposite head to foot, but in this instance it doesn't work because it is sloping downhill. And it'd be much more comfortable for us both to have our heads uphill. Note all the little loops and things around here so we can hang our towels and sometimes even laundry in here. Keep things closed up, keep the bugs out. And the problem at the last place were ants crawling in.
What's for dinner?
Oh, it's really exciting. Chicken bouillon and some nuts, peanuts and mixed nuts. It's light. We had a big lunch.
Yeah, we ate at the Dildo Brewery, and it was plenty of food. I had calamari and fish tacos. Anyway, one thing you notice about camping and YouTubing is how much power you use. It's pretty shocking, actually, especially with this Insta360 camera. That thing uses the beans. My computer was full this morning. Well, actually full when I opened it up just now, and every day I load all my material into a folder for the day. And I snuck one video out of the Insta and put it in the editing program, the one of me getting out of the campground this morning. It was a little challenging. And boy, just doing that sucked the battery dry on that laptop, the whole thing. Now, granted, it's an old laptop and probably should be replaced. But I came over to the site across the street and they got an outlet, so I'm stealing a little bit of power. I've got the computer plugged in. I've got one of the GoPro batteries plugged into the computer. I've got the phone plugged into the computer, and then I've got the battery bank plugged into another socket. I don't know how long that'll take, but well, when the dew starts falling, I'll probably pull the plug. I think I said this morning, but it was 49 degrees when we left this morning. By the time we get to lunch, we put heated jackets on and plugged in. Really windy, cloudy, overcast that we got over here, and it's blue sky. You know, in Newfoundland, you just go to a different peninsula. The weather will be completely different. Well, we're packing up. Day 2 of camping. We got a nice ocean view. It was really windy yesterday and last night, and the ocean was choppy, but now it's smooth. Good day for whale watching, I guess.
It's hot.
And it's downright hot again. And yeah, yesterday we had a little scare with the computer. It kind of had a meltdown. But it's the Insta360 app. You know, that thing just works the computer really hard. And ours is, admittedly on its last legs. But it came back this morning, so I'm not going to do any editing outside of a motel room where it's plugged in. So that battery needs all the help it can get. So we're getting packed up here. We're going to go to Clarenville, pick up some stuff. We've been hitting the gas, the cooking gas pretty hard because a couple of, well, the last campsite was boil water only. So we used twice as much gas as we probably should have or wanted to. But this place has a bunch of artesian wells, and they guarantee they got the best camping water on the island. So we've been drinking that. That's real good.
I knew exactly what you were doing. Like,
He thinks, says John the Cat.
Beautiful spot here, right next to Trans Canada. At Timmy Hortons, which we're not going into. You know the drill. Fish, crackers, hot sauce. It's warmed up real nice today.
finally.
Our friends Mark and Krista pulled up behind us today. They've been following us all over the place.
Really? Is it tomorrow supposed to get cold and wet again? How far away?
It's going to get windy and wet.
Yeah,
warm.
Wednesday looks.
But in the Pan American was had somewhere to be. They just whipped out around us.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize it was Pan American.
Yes, I hardly want to be. Looks like a Hoover, right?
Futurama.
Yeah, you ever see
saw that?
Futurama cartoon?
Yep.
Looks just like one of those robots.
But the front of it looks like an old-fashioned, like vacuum cleaner with the. I just can't get over. I mean, most adventure bugs aren't that pretty.
Yeah. Ours might be in it.
Yours is yours is one of the ones. Krista's is pretty. I don't think mine's pretty. I don't like the V-Strom.
No,
Look
they
at the
got
V-Strom 1000.
They get the little beak on them.
Have beak.
They
Nah.
used to look better.
Canadian Tire. Camp gas, dehydrated food. So we've made it down to the Burin Peninsula. We didn't actually go to Canadian Tire in Clarenville because there's one down here. Mark suggested we go to Smuggler's Cove, so that's where we're headed. In the next video, we run into some weather, and we have a bit of a mechanical problem. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell icon. You're not going to want to miss the next one.